Oh, what a die.
Fire! Fire!
Yes,
Fire!
here's the voice of the patriot. And here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, it will be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is certainly the voice of God. And we're beginning this segment at this time all because of a few things that happened during the day, which you have been told already. I was in an in-house meeting, my brother, my sister, and this is where the fire is all blazing hot. My brother, my sister, now I need your rapt attention. Now, the very first story we are looking at here, I remember this is where we speak truth to power, is called The Voice of the Patriot. Now, this one I'm reading from Star FM online, and it says, take Galamsey protest to mining communities, not Accra. Oforiata to activists. And I read, now, the board chair of the National Theatre, Nana Fredria Ajimai Oforiata, has called on protesters against illegal mining, commonly referred to as Galamsey, to shift their focus from the capital Accra to the actual mining communities. Now, according to him, protests at the mining sites will yield more effective results in the fight against the menace. Now, speaking on the breakfast review segment of the GH Today on GH1 TV, now the NPP stalwart clarified that while he supports the protest, he believes their current location and approach are not appropriate. Like I said, I have nothing against the protest. I just have a problem with the mode of operation. Now, the mode of operation should not be Accra-based, he told show host Sewa Amihir. He further urged the protesters to engage directly with the mining communities, spreading awareness about the harmful impacts of illegal mining rather than causing commotion in Accra, where Galamsey activities are not prevalent. Nana Fredria Oforiata is most probably one of the Oforiatas. My brother, my sister, I have always loved this man. He loves to dress Afrocentric. He has beads around his arms and neck some of the times. And in fact, he gained my respect long ago, before he even got into this government that is ruling the nation right now. But he has proven to me that he is not as deep as I thought he was. And it's most unfortunate. My brother, what the guy here is saying is that Galamsey is done in areas in Ghana except in Accra. So if you are demonstrating against Galamsey, it's better you go to the Galamsey areas, demonstrate there, so the Galamseyers would see you, and that will make an impact. This is political talk and is devoid of wisdom. My brother, my sister, it's like the arm that says that, oh, I don't care if the head is chopped off. After all, it is the head that is going to suffer. Same way, my brother, my sister, the leg says, okay, I don't care if the arm is chopped off. After all, it's the arm that is chopped off. At the end of the day, the food that is supposed to go into the stomach to feed the arm and the leg is contained in the head. The mouth is what takes the food in. Now, if the head is chopped off, how does the food get to the stomach? Naturally. So the arm will end up suffering. At the same time, the leg would also end up suffering. My brother, my sister, let us think about this. I could give you several examples. Now, when the water is polluted, people in Accra feel it as well. People all over Ghana and beyond, they are poisoned. Galamsey activities are not only relegated to the areas where there is active digging of the land. Now, the repercussions are felt all over the nation, my brother, my sister. So when a politician like this comes out to say, oh, yes, it's okay to protest, but it is better to go to the Galamsey areas. Can I ask two very important questions? The last time the police decided to go to the Galamsey areas, what happened? Galamseyers fought them with guns and ammunition more sophisticated than what the police wielded. My brother, if the police is licensed to carry guns and they couldn't control the Galamseyers, my brother, my sister, because they have superior artillery power, do you expect protesters who are not allowed to even carry stones and sticks to go to the Galamsey areas and protest? Does common sense allow this? May I ask another question? Now, when we are politicizing things, let us be very careful. These things will come back and bite us. It's like that madman who throws a stone into a crowded market. Be very careful who the stone hits. It could be your mother. It could be your sister. My brother, my sister, I find this thing so nauseating and so sad. This is not the first time I'm hearing somebody in the NPP, the ruling party, talking about going all the way to the Galamsey areas to demonstrate and not in Accra. After all, Galamsey is not happening in Accra. My brother, if you do not know death, please look at sleep. There is the possibility of having Galamsey activities right here and in Accra anytime soon, because our land is so blessed with natural resources. Every now and then we see different places endowed with these minerals, and Galamsey activities erupt all of a sudden. It's so unfortunate that a man like this, Nana Fredua Oforiatta, who I thought a few years back was deep, could be this infantile. May I go deeper? My brother, now the thing is this, and it's very, very important. My brother, let us look at it. Right here, the seat of government is in Accra. Who is supposed to be controlling the army and the police and the laws in Ghana is the seat of government. Especially that the president is busily filling the courts with his own judges. My brother, my sister, the police service has been so politicized, even the army. If there's anything you will need to be sent to the Galamsey areas, it has to go through the seat of the president, aka the presidency. Who was the one who promised us that he would put his presidency on the line in order to fight Galamsey? Where did he say it? He said it at the seat of government right here in Accra. He didn't say it from the Galamsey areas. Why didn't he go to the Galamsey areas to tell the Galamsey people, I am going to put my presidency on the line to fight you? A bullet would have journeyed through his head. But he sat right here in Accra and sent the message straight up to the people at the Galamsey. Please don't let us continue with this tomfoolery. I am so angry. Don't politicize this mass murder of Ghanaians through Galamsey. Do you know how much water is polluted? Aquatic animals have long died. My brother, my sister, flora and fauna dying geometrically. And if some Dick and Harry can sit somewhere in Accra by virtue of the fact that he's enjoying some taxpayers' money, he will speak rot like this. It's so painful. Nana Fredua Oforiatta, please be very careful. This is not a joke. If your uncle, or is it your grandfather or great-grandfather, who is the president, has failed in the fight against Galamsey, please don't trivialize this mass murder of Ghanaians. I warn you, be careful. Now the next thing I want to look at, and I need you to come along. This is most important to me. Oh my God. Now my brother, my sister, come along. It's very, very important. Hey, still about the same galamsey. And I'm reading this from my Joy Online. It says, people would do illegal mining if licenses are not granted. And this is from the CEO of the Minerals Commission. Can you see the people you've put in power? Can you see the cowards you've put into power? People will do illegal mining, aka galamsey, if licenses are not granted. And I read. Now the chief executive of the Minerals Commission, Martin Eyisi, has opposed calls for halting the issuance of new mining licenses amid call for government action against all forms of illegal mining. Now, according to him, such a move could exacerbate the illegal mining crisis. He made these comments in response to calls from civil society groups and environmentalists urging the government to revoke LI 2462, which permits mining in forest reserves, and stop granting new licensing to mining companies. Appearing before Parliament's Assurance Committee on Monday, October 7, Eyisi argued that if licenses were not granted, it would push such individuals into illegal mining, commonly known as galamsey, as a way to continue their activities. So what this guy here, who is sadly the CEO of the Minerals Commission, is saying is that in order to fight crime, authenticate criminality. That is all he's saying. In order to fight crime, authenticate the activities of criminals. What a joke. These guys are in the wrong place. They are not fit for the work. My brother, this is what happens when there is a massive job for the boys kind of recruitment. Anybody who supported the party before it came into power, whether they have the acumen or not, the knowledge or not, they put them into offices that are so responsible, yet they are most irresponsible. My brother, my sister, they are square pegs in round holes. How could the whole CEO of Minerals Commission talk like a kindergarten boy? What this man here is saying is that people are asking us to try and revoke licenses and halt small-scale mining, aka galamsey, especially in forest reserved areas. If we do this, these people will still go ahead and do their illegal mining. For that matter, let us authenticate their criminal activities by giving them licenses to go ahead and destroy the land. Does it sit well with you? And this guy still has his job. This guy still has his job. This is what happens when a nation is fast asleep. This is what happens when a president becomes so irresponsible. I will put my presidency on the line to fight galamsey. Right now, he has decided to go to sleep because of votes, political power. Oh, what wicked people in power. Mr. President, shame on you. Shame. You were the same person who said it. You were not under duress. Neither were you high on some things that we cannot mention on radio. You were right here, very fit, when you told the whole Ghana that you will put your presidency on the line in order to fight galamsey. What happened to that promise? Have you cowardly chickened out? Or you don't care, nonchalantly? My brother, my sister, so this is the remnant of the president's irresponsible behavior in the presidency against these galamseyers. Oh, the last time we tried to fight Galamsey actively by burning down excavators, we almost lost the election. And once we love political power more than human lives, let us go ahead and allow these criminals to go ahead with the work whilst we continue to be in power. Posterity will judge all of you so harshly. As for the Minerals Commission boss, I don't know who put you there. What's your qualification? What is your qualification? I want to know. Now, this tells you that university education is not the ultimate. Sometimes you need a fianyansa and patriotism. Above all, patriotism is top class and top notch. If you are patriotic enough, I'm not sure that you'll be telling us that, oh, grant licenses, more licenses, and allow these people to still go out there and mine. After all, if we don't do it, they will go there and do it anyway. What happened to the police? What happened to the soldiers? What happened to the vigilantes? My brother, my sister, what happened to patriotism? So right now, if armed robbers all of a sudden increase in number, we would come out and authenticate their activities and give them licenses to do armed robbery. Because if we don't do that, they will still go on their armed robbery spree anyway. Will we do that? I'm asking. My brother, much as armed robbery hurts a lot of citizens in the country, you must also look at the activities of Galamseyers. They destroy the whole nation and kill many people worse than armed robbery. Yet, you fight against armed robbery, bring the police and other authorities to hack and bring them down. Yet Galamsey, you say you should give them licenses to do that. What kind of a brain came out with this nonsense? Shame on you all. Now the final thing I would like to look at, and that's another interesting thing, and it's coming from Bulldog. This one I am reading from Ghana Web. It says, Bulldog's 3 bold statements against Akufo-Addo and appointees trigger online reactions. And I read, following his previous arrest for comments against President Akufo-Addo and his administration, many believed Bulldog would have been more cautious in his criticisms. However, it hasn't been the case. Now, the popular artist manager and ardent critic of the NPP was arrested by the BNI in 2021 for allegedly threatening President Akufo-Addo live on UTV's United Showbiz. Now, in his recent appearance on the same platform, Bulldog has made some bold statements once again that have raised concerns. He has heavily slammed the Akufo-Addo administration, which he claims is saddled with corruption, labeling it the worst in Ghana's history, and warned that they should prepare for jail time. Bulldog has stated that President Akufo-Addo and his appointees should renovate in Nsawam prison, where he believes they would end up after leaving office. Now, starting from Akufo-Addo to all the presidential staffers, I am giving you a job. And the job is very simple. You see the 3 months that are left. If you know what is good for you, go and renovate in Nsawam. Go and renovate in Nsawam, because that is where you will spend the rest of your life. If they want to be comfortable in prison, this is the time for them to renovate the prisons, because they will be charged for their corrupt practices and involvement in Galamsey, he said. In another submission on the show, Bulldog questioned why the president's executive secretary, Nana Asante Bedetio, who is currently ill, wasn't treated at one of the so-called hospitals built under the president's Agenda 111 project. He lamented how government officials seek medical care abroad because they do not trust the very systems they claim to have improved. He is currently in the US, right? Why not fly him back to Ghana for treatment? He's stable, so let's bring him home. Do they not trust the Ghanaian medical system? He asked. He continued, if there are so-called 111 hospitals under Agenda 111 are operational, why aren't they using them? Why not take them to Kolebu or 37? These people think they can punish the citizens, but they will be affected too. For all you know, Nana Asante Bediatiu is suffering from the effects of galamsey. It's very possible. And I pray that he gets well. When he gets well and he comes out and we make his health status known, and it comes out that it had to do with galamsey, I think that the government in power will see the need to be humane rather than just be selfish for political power. Bulldog has said nothing wrong. I wish Bulldog had not told them to renovate in Sawam so that they will go to Sawam in the condition that we have in Sawam now. They will test it the same way other prisoners are tasting it. My brother, go to Sawam prisons. 6-7 people use the Khitum at the same time. They join their buttocks and into the Khitum. They sleep on the bare floor. Our prison system is nothing but punitive when it's supposed to be reformative. It hurts so bad, my brother. But the politician is the politician's brother. We have never seen politicians come out and jail other politicians. It's like saying lions don't eat other lions. They will make so much noise whilst in opposition. They come into power and they are limp like impotent penises. It's sad. Look how much noise they made against Mahama. Canada, Japan even came out to tell us Mahama was a thief, Kromfosa. They are in power. Have they raised a finger against Mahama's thievery? We were here when Nana Akufo-Addo told us about the corrupt nature of the NDC in power at the time. He is the president. Has he jailed a single corrupt person? Was he lying for power? It's sad, my brother. But all in all, I would like to say, Bulldog, congratulations. The fact that we've been beaten once does not mean we should shy away forever. I like your energy and I like your power. Speak truth to power. My only other thing I would like to say is, please, when your party comes into power, still have the same vibrant energy to speak against corruption, because corruption has no color. It has no party affiliation. Corruption is corruption, and it has the same magnitude of effect on the society. It doesn't matter whether it's corruption under NDC or corruption under NPP. My brother, my sister, let's stand firm and fight corruption no matter who is engaged in it. That way, we will be moving our nation forward, or else we will just be biased for nothing, and it will be the same merry-go-round nonsense which will have no end. My brother, my sister, as it stands right now, I want to say thank you. I want to say we appreciate you. And to President Mahama, you are coming into power. Please, shall we open our eyes? All the things we are saying now, the corruption and all that, shall we have full-scale investigations into this and make people suffer for their actions and inactions? That is when we can applaud you as a president. May God have mercy on us. Yes.